We're live in Studio 7 with Global News.
Hi, I'm Sam Ponus.
And I'm Aiden Domat.
Welcome to Global News.
A big problem that farmers have come across is conserving soil.
Luckily, we have one of our newscast members, Gus Brownstein, with a specialty on this named Matt Kazaski. Take it away, Gus.
Matt, how are you?
I'm very excited to be here. How about you?
I'm great, thanks for asking. Where do you work?
I work at Kindergarten Farm in Newbury, Massachusetts.
Do you know anything about soil conservation?
Yes, that's the one thing you have to know farmer.
So what techniques do you use?
Well, before winter, we put winter rye down so the soil doesn't get blown away.
Does this do anything to stop soil erosion?
Well, yes, because it covers the soil so it doesn't allow any type of weather to get to it.
Interesting. Would you say this is the most useful technique?
Well, that is very useful, but crop rotation is very useful too because it doesn't have to wait for the soil to come back. It's already in a new field and that soil hasn't been used yet.
Oh, do you use crop rotation every year?
Yes, we use that every year, and we use we put down winter rye every year.
Is there any techniques you do now?
Well, we usually try to use everything, but one thing we don't use is terracing farming because there's no big hills nearby.
Is there anything similar to winter rye?
Well, there's a technique called no-tillage farming, and that's when before winter comes, you leave the crops that have died out, so when you put new soil, it gets covered by the old crops. So we think that's easier to put down clean out the whole fields and put down the winter rye so you don't have to pick up all the old crops in the spring.
Has any technique you've tried ruining soil?
Well, no, not really, but if a technique is not working and the plant has grown a little, then we'll use that plant we won't use it because it's useless, but we'll use it as compost for other plants so they'll grow better.
Ever consider moving to a different area if your soil has gone bad?
Well, probably not, because if the soil will only go bad, but if animals dig it up, then they're not going to be able to dig up the whole field before we notice it. So we'll probably just put a fence around, protect it, and kind of just keep our eyes on that.
What is the hardest technique to do?
Well, there's not really hard technique. They're not really that hard because most techniques only take less than an hour.
Well, it was great talking to you, Matt.
Thank you, Gus. Glad to be on the show.
We'll be right back after the break.
Hi, I'm Aiden Domat from Global News, and this is an emergency broadcast. In the past, potholes have been a major problem. Across the state from December 13th, 2010 to February 4th, 2011, 48 work crews and 16 contracted work crews focused solely on pothole repairs. During this, they used about 122 tons of asphalt mix. This mix consists of crushed rock, sand, gravel, and slags. Slags are waste left over from the process of resorting coal. At 3 p.m., rescue workers responded to an accident. They have said no one was hurt, but there was some minor injuries. When a car fell into a pothole, there was some backup as work crews went in to help, but everything should be fixed before the night ends.
Hello, I'm Hope Leonard, reporting to you live from Plum Island Beaches in Newbury, Massachusetts. There has been a big problem for beaches all around the globe. The problem is beach erosion. Beach erosion, also known as coastal erosion, is the wearing away of land or the removal of beach or dune sediments. It is caused by many things, like wave action, high or low tides, tidal currents, and wave currents. The most common cause around here is waves constantly pounding against the shore. People have placed breakers, also known as seawalls, to try to prevent erosion. Breakers are placed in certain points in the water to slow down waves. But sometimes, breakers and seawalls can make matters worse. When waves hit the breakers, they can sometimes bounce back at a faster speed, which makes the beaches erode quicker. Wind can also erode beaches, and small fences to prevent the wind, called barriers, can be placed. Like what happened here, waves pound the beaches and break fragments of ground and rock into sand. The waves can also cut notches in cliffs or beach hills. Another major effect on beach erosion is overbuilding beaches, especially when there is little plant life with little plant roots to hold soil in place. People are building beaches over good soil and eliminating good plant life. Hi, this is Hope Leonard, here with Plum Island homeowner Jonathan Riley. So, Mr. Riley, is it hard living on Plum Island?
Well, it is a constant worry that my family and I will have to be evacuated.
Beach erosion can cause many houses to succumb or fall in. Does that worry you?
Of course. Beach erosion is happening faster than ever here on Plum Island, and at beaches like Hampton Beach.
Well, it is said that in the next 20 years, over 200 homes are likely to be made unsafe to live in, and an additional 2,000 are at risk. Does that apply to houses near you?
Well, after Hurricane Sandy and all the other storms here, many houses near mine are becoming unsafe to live in.
Of course, because hurricanes are another major cause of beach erosion.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Riley, for speaking with me.
Of course, it was no problem.
This has been Hope Leonard, Global News, reporting live from the Plum Island beaches in Newbury, Massachusetts.
7 o'clock, and you know what that means. I'm Sam Ponis.
I'm Aiden Dolmat.
I'm Gus Bronstein.
And I'm Hope Leonard.
And this has been your
Global News.